Coach?
Feels great. It really does. I'm very happy, very pleased, and very proud of our guys. I thought they came out and did the one thing that I asked more so anything else, and that was they played hard. And that's all I can ask as a coach is that our guys played hard, and they did that for us. And I'm very proud of the fact that they did that. Proud of the fact that they were very resilient. You know, we had a couple bad things happen early, but it didn't faze them. They just kept going forward, and I thought that they did the things that we needed them to do. We've got a long way to go. As I told them, I said, you know, this is a journey of 1,000 steps, and we've just taken another one. And so we're, you know, we will most certainly get a chance to watch this tape tomorrow and get back to work on Monday.
Can you assess the play of the two quarterbacks?
You know, with the exception of the interception that Jimmy threw, I thought they both played well. I liked their composure at times. I liked the way they handled their presence in the huddle from what I could see. I thought they were, you could see them going through their progressions and their reads. You know, Jimmy's on the interception, he just threw a little bit behind. He was early coming out, and the back hadn't gotten into his cut, and I think that's kind of what threw him off and why he threw the ball behind. Cam on a couple of his reads, you know, he stayed with it a little too long and made a bad throw. But shoot, I'll tell you what, you watch them and you see the things that they're doing, you feel like they're making progress. I mean, they both have a lot of growing to do, but I thought, you know, they each did some good things that give us some energy.
Ron, it looked like you were fairly vanilla tonight, at least with Cam. He got sacked a couple times in the third quarter. Was that by design to kind of keep him?
Well, you got to figure that, you know, you're looking at, you know, in my opinion, one of the finer defense coordinators in the league, and Perry Fuel, and Perry knows you got a rookie quarterback in there. You blitz him. Shit, I'd have blitzed. Excuse me. Heck, I'd have blitzed. I really would have. I mean, and that's what he did. I mean, he came after him, and you know, one time we were running a bootleg, and it went right into the blitz. And, you know, as a coordinator, that's what you hope for. You know, and that's what happened. So you got to give credit to Perry and his thinking in terms of, you know, you got an athletic, mobile quarterback with a big arm. You know, you got to do what you can to counteract it. In my opinion, out of pressure too.
Can you talk about what you saw on the defensive side of the ball with a lot of defensive starters out? They still look like they had a pretty good game.
Well, I think the biggest thing, the thing that, you know, Coach McDermott and his staff have been preaching, and one thing that we all believe in is is up tempo and getting off on the ball. And you know, I know you guys hear us yelling it every day. You know, practice fast, practice with tempo. You know, let's move, let's get after it. And that's what they did. I thought Sean, you know, could I listen on both sides? That's one nice thing. I can listen on both sides. I get to hear what the offensive guys are talking about. It was different. But I was listening to Sean. I thought Sean called it a terrific game. I really did. I was listening in, and a couple of times I interjected, and you know, we talked about it. But man, I thought he handled it very well. I was really pleased with that. I was pleased with the tempo our defensive line played with. I thought they got off and made some plays. We got handled a couple of times, but you know, they caught us one time on pressure. And I think our corners did a nice job challenging. I think a couple of times we got a little soft, you know, and let them throw the ball in front of us. But you'd like to see them continue to challenge, and they did that fairly well. So I was pretty happy with their play.
Would you talk about the poise of Jimmy Clausen after a couple of rough series?
Well, I think the big thing though is you know, he made some good reads, and I think that's what carried him over. He knew he made good reads. He just made a bad throw. One instance, and the other one, you know, the pressure came and he didn't get a chance to get the ball off. So as you look at what happened, as far as he was concerned, you know, when you're making good decisions, now it just comes down to getting the reps so that your execution comes natural. So eventually, I think it's just a matter of time with him.
Ron, you started Jimmy, and then Cam played more. Do you think you'll keep mixing it up a little bit?
Yes, we most certainly are. I mean, we by no means are you know, are settling on anything right now as far as who's starting, who's playing, and how much they're playing. We will, like I said, get back to work on Monday with the players, and we'll go through the week, go through the process, and wait till we get to the day before the game before we make our decision, and we will continue to do that all the way on up through till we finish after Game 3.
Ron, Greg Olson's performance tonight, is that what you envisioned when you picked him up? And
oh, absolutely.
the tight end?
I mean, the tight ends as a whole. I mean, I was really pleased with that play as a unit. I thought they did some really good things. I think their routes running was well. They caught the ball well when they had opportunities. And then they ran well with the ball and protected it. And that was probably the biggest thing. I was real excited about that. I think as a unit, that group is coming together. You know, we've got 4 guys that can really handle the position for us. And we're pretty excited about that group.
Coach, talk about the play of our Armani Edwards and how he was returning kicks back there.
I'll tell you what, he gave us some energy, and anytime you can have a dynamic returner that can give you energy, I think that's huge. And the thing we also got to understand is, special teams, there's a hidden yardage, and instead of being pinned back on the 20 or 15, like he was initially, to bring that ball back out to the 35, 45-yard line, that's great. And that needs to happen. And with his elusiveness and his ability and his vision, if we block, do the things that we're supposed to do as a special teams unit, the young man's going to do that for us. So it's going to fall on us as a special teams unit to give him opportunities.
Ron, would you talk about your other young wide receivers and just sort of what the good and the bad that you saw?
Well, I'll tell you, I thought Polaris did a nice job. I think Kealoha Polaris did a great job. I mean, the young man shows his run after catch, and that was probably the thing that intrigued us the most. Kealoha did an outstanding job catching the ball, turning upfield, and getting what he could, and then breaking. I was really excited about that. I watched him on special teams and saw his energy. That was outstanding. Let's see, I'm trying to go through his names here so I don't miss anybody that deserves it, most certainly. I thought what we got from LaFell, he really took a big step. I was really pleased. He struggled early in camp with the injury. He had a few drops early in camp, and he seems to be starting to understand what it takes. And I just love the way he's bounced back, and I hope he can continue to play that way for us, because you have a guy like that has that kind of ability to be a dynamic guy who's going to help this offense. I was really excited about that. I thought Charlie Martin did something very nice for us in terms of special teams. He brought some energy and some physical play, which was really good to see. And then I believe it was Charlie that threw the block that sprung Polaris. And so, those are the things that we ask on our offensive side, is that these guys just don't go out there and run routes, but they block. And when you see guys do those things and become complete football players, it's going to help our team. And that's what we're asking our guys.
Coach, can you talk about Cam on the 2-minute drill? Obviously, first time to do that at the end of the first half, last 50 seconds. How you felt he handled that, but obviously got down there, had some incompletions once you got down.
Well, the thing that Cam, he plays with a lot of energy, and he gets really excited about things, and he's dynamic when he gets going. He had a good rhythm during the 2 minute. I thought the play calling was very good. It suited him very well. He made some really good, quick decisions and good throws. Got down the red zone and got a little excited and overthrew the ball actually a couple times. If he delivers the ball with a little less pace on it or a little more inside, we may have had a touchdown. But he did a terrific job getting him down there in a short period of time. I thought the whole unit handled it very well. It was good to see us get a 2-minute drill. We've been working on it the last few days, and it was just good to see him go through the exercise. And I thought that was good on his part.
Well, there's another big key tonight.
Guys didn't yell at him this time when he threw that block, did you?
Somebody, I know on the reverse, I'll tell you, somebody said something to me about him throwing a block, and Austin looked, and he was getting up, and I thought, oh my God, like I said, I hope he's using his left shoulder. That's the only thing I know.
How do you evaluate the injury level overall tonight?
I'm sorry?
Injury level overall tonight. How do you
my understanding is we came out of it pretty good, Charlie.
Yeah, it's
right?
fine.
Yeah, we came out of it pretty good. It was a good bit of work for us. We had a couple of guys that got gassed and got IVs, but for the most part, knock on wood, we didn't have anything serious.
Coach Mike Goodson had a couple of good kickoff returns, but he also put the ball on the ground a little bit tonight. How do you assess his play tonight?
I says exactly like you said. Special teams, he did the things that we needed to do. He's a dynamic returner that can explode and make some plays, but at the same time, he's going to have to learn to protect the football. I told him he's too good a football player for us to give up on, and we aren't, but we expect him to do the things that he needs to do to get better at holding on to the football. And that's what I'll say to him. Again, I told him that, and he heard me, and he said, yes, sir, I'll get it done. So, it is hard to follow a kid when a kid's trying to do everything he can, but we've got to work on that, and we have to protect the football.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.